Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to our Saturday morning mindfulness meditation session. I think my smudge already went out here, but I just had a beautiful smudge. So right away, let's embody, find your comfortable place in your space, in your safe space where you sit and meditate, and just relinquish all external stuff and bring all of who you are into this beautiful present moment. As you greet your breath, begin to notice every in-breath and every out-breath. Notice how the breath moves in through the nostrils and how the breath leaves your body. Soften your shoulders and let it fall, and soften your belly and give your entire being permission to soften into the earth energy and to feel that connection to Mother Earth. As we breathe in and as we breathe out, we bring all of who we are into this present moment. In other words, we surrender. And as we surrender, we find that beautiful grace. And today we're moving into number 30, and we are going to look at self-care and change. And Buddha taught all the time that everything changes all the time. And he said, because everything changes all the time, we don't have to worry about anything, because at the end of the day, it will change. We change all the time. Our bodies change all the time. Things around us and nature changes all the time. So even creation embraces the seasons and the different changes that comes and goes. So let's sit with that as we come into this beautiful place of sitting, meditating, and then healing. We look at change today, whether positive or negative, can have a significant impact on our wellness, as we all know. And also that as we adapt to change, we require effort to move through the stress and the anxiety and discomfort that change sometimes brings. But we also know that we can help with the change by preparing, maybe before the change, during the change, and after the change. And maybe some people say it's difficult to change. When I want to change a habit, when I want to change things about myself, it takes work, it takes presence, and it takes time. So as we move into change, being present in the presence and embracing a time of stillness and peace, we bring our awareness to our embodiment, and we begin to focus on the outside as well as on the inside. How am I feeling? How am I noticing changes within myself? Become aware of the rise and fall of the belly and the abdomen and the chest with every in-breath and every out-breath. We know that changes in lifestyle, such as work from home transitions or increased workload, can disrupt many things. For example, our sleep patterns can lead to poor eating habits, and it can reduce physical activity, and it can have a negative impact on our minds, bodies, and spirit. But as I said earlier, when we can plan and know that change is happening and that change is a natural part of life, we can make it a little bit easier for ourselves and our own wellness. Notice how the breath moves in through the nostrils and how the breath leaves the body. Become aware of all the different bodily sensations with every in-breath and every out-breath. And notice the shifts and changes within our embodiment as we breathe in and breathe out, and noticing with pure awareness, with no reaction, no judgment, but just being present in the presence. And there are many things that we can do to help us manage change in this life. We can think things through and think about, well, this has happened or this has changed. And what's the worst thing that can happen right here, right now? It's one way of softening change. We can ask ourselves how much of this is in our control and what is not in our control, and what can we focus on today. The other powerful piece is acceptance, and as we accept, we can reframe our thoughts and our mind. We can come to a place where we can slowly begin to embrace and celebrate all the positives, even if it's tiny. We can take action if we need to do that. And we know that what we are doing right now is just managing our stress, managing maybe anxiety, managing maybe sadness, just being present in the presence. For as much as 10 to 12 minutes, we can change. Everything can change. It's like my grandmother taught me. When you change your mind, you change your life. And finally, we can always seek support. We can always find a friend we can talk to. We can find an elder we can talk to. We can light a smudge. We can go for a walk. We can go for a run. We can go into nature. Little changes that will impact maybe a big change happening in our lives. So let's sit with that as we honor who we are and where we are and how we are in our life at this given time. Noticing every in-breath, every out-breath. Noticing our bodily sensations and the shifts and changes. But most important, noticing ourselves. And in this place and space, we can bring love and kindness and compassion to ourselves in the sitting. So as we breathe in and breathe out, we feel that love, we feel that connection, we feel that gentle kindness, we feel the stroke of the breath. So let's take that last few breaths. Slowly and gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and bringing that new life into them. And let's do that beautiful vagus nerve exercise. It's turning our head all the way over to the right and then all the way over to the left and then back to center. So thank you everyone for sharing your beautiful practice and your energy with me and everyone else here today. It's always, always an honor. Have a beautiful rest of this glorious day, weekend, and rest of the week. And I say namaste, the divine in me. I honor the divine in you all, always. Aho.